Did you know that gardening with your kids can help reduce stress? It can also help them learn responsibility, patience, and creativity. Plus, it's just a lot of fun. Welcome to the Coggins Fam. We are thrilled to have you here. If you are new, consider subscribing to our channel. And if you are returning, thank you and welcome back. Today, we are diving into the joys and the benefits of gardening with your kids. This does not mean the perfectly manicured kind, but the kind with muddy hands, messy laughter, and little ones who are beyond excited to show you that they are watering weeds. If you've been craving more time outdoors together, then this video is for you. We know that starting a garden can seem pretty daunting, especially with kids. And some common concerns are not enough space or yard, having no idea where to start, or worried that this will just become another chore. And I think this probably sounds familiar to a lot of us. I know it feels like you need to have the perfect setup and hours of free time, but that's just not the case. We're going to share a few simple ideas that can make gardening feel playful instead of stressful. So here are 4 ways that can get your kids excited about gardening. The first way to get your kids excited about gardening is give them ownership. This means give them a small space in your raised bed. Let them choose their own seeds or their own plant. You could also assign them specific plants to care for, section off a part of your garden and say, okay, you're responsible for watering this section in the garden. It can give them a sense of pride and responsibility that they might not get otherwise if they are just out in the garden helping.
Yes.
What'd you pick out?
Yeah, we do mainly produce. Oh, cool. So the starts is only.
Ooh.
So give your kids the tools, give them the supplies, and just really allow them to see where their creativity grows and how they can feel responsible, having some ownership. One of the next ways that you can help your kids get excited about gardening is make it fun. So an easy idea that we had was create your own snack station. Invite your kids, hey, let's plant some seeds, let's plant some plants. We're going to create our own snack station. We're going to grow our own veggies. Our girls aren't crazy about veggies yet, but we have definitely noticed a huge improvement in their curiosity and their willingness to try new vegetables when they're the ones planting them. You know your kids, you know what they would find fun. So think of ways that you can incorporate that in the garden to help get them excited. Another way to help your kids get excited about gardening is to just involve them. Involve them in decisions. Ask whether to plant strawberries in the raised bed or the grow bags. If you're undecided between 2 different herbs, let them choose between the rosemary or the basil. Give them opportunities to be able to make decisions and be involved in ways that are indifferent to you. So obviously, a sun-loving plant, you're not going to ask your kids whether to plant it in the sun or in the shade. But if there really is a plant or a decision you're having to make that you're indifferent to, ask them and let them make the decision, because it will certainly make their experience in the garden much more fun and much more enjoyable when they feel like they are getting to be the boss and make some decisions over those things. Last way to let your kids get excited about gardening is let them help. I know that this is going to take exponentially more time than if you were to do it yourself, but just invite your kids in. Ask them to help with tasks like poking holes for seeds, actually planting the plant, watering, harvesting. Those tasks are going to foster bonding and they're going to teach your kids valuable skills. And yes, it is extra time, but this extra time is really worth the joy and the learning experience that they are going to receive from just being able to help and being able to feel like they can contribute to the garden. One of my favorite things right now is that our oldest daughter, she actually helped us sow seeds back in October. And so we have basically been documenting the growth of these seeds ever since. It is now April, and those lettuce seeds are producing large quantities of lettuce. And my daughter recently, as we were harvesting some lettuce in the garden, she looked at me and she said, I think I want to try a salad tonight, which is a huge step for her. And we did make her a salad, and she did only end up eating the toppings, but it was just a really neat moment to see that curiosity and that willingness to try something new, because she started it from seed. And so she was able to see the whole growing process and then be like, I want to try this.
I'm having a salad, and it's yum.
The garden really just is a magical place to spend time with your kids, where they can explore their creativity and just learn lessons beyond school or workbooks or things like that. It's really hands-on, and it's just really fun to be able to see your kids grow and expand their knowledge in that way. Okay, so 2 questions. What is something that your kids love to grow in the garden? Or if you have any other ideas on how to get your kids excited about gardening, please leave that in our comments below. Thanks for spending time with us on the Coggins Fam. If you enjoyed this video and are interested in seeing more family-friendly gardening ideas, you can let us know by liking or subscribing to our channel. Thanks for joining us, and happy gardening.